press record.
Welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host Shubz, here with a special guest in the building, a proud dog mama, Karina, aka Tashley. What's goody? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I have a quick question. Am I allowed to like?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can go do it all.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know
It's
if
all
that's allowed.
Yeah, it's allowed. It's allowed. It's allowed. If you've got
'Cause
a
I know
special wine that you're sponsored, what? No, we're not live.
Yeah, because
No.
I know lives you can't consume things. So yeah.
Yeah, on TikTok, on other platforms you can. Twitch, you can do heaps of shit. YouTube, you can do way more. TikTok, so sensitive.
Yeah. I thought I'll check.
Yeah. How's things anyway? How are you?
Yes, I'm very good. Thank you. Yeah, things are going. How about yourself?
Yeah, things are going. It's chugging along. This is like episode, not too many today, like five for the day. Still a few, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, you've done a few today.
Yeah, I have indeed, 100%. Some days I do 8.
Gosh, very busy.
Yep.
Really quick, at any point can I say pause because my dogs are fighting?
Yeah, of course. You can say pause, or we'll just let it run until you sort them out. Speaking of the dogs, what dogs do you have, and what's their names?
Okay, so I've got Escobar and Anna, and they're a lot. They're very needy dogs, and I would blame myself for that. Right now, I'm just kind of watching. I'm side-eyeing them right now, like, what are you doing? Because it looks like they're about to have a little fight, and I'm like, can we please not do this right now?
Yeah, because how old are they? And can you tell us their stories? Like, where'd you get them from, and etc. etc. What breed are they?
Okay, so funny story with Escobar. Actually, not funny. Just, it's very interesting. So I worked in Sydney at the time, in a place called Greenacre, and this girl would always visit the place I was working at. It was like a frozen yogurt store. She would always visit with her dog at the time, like puppy kind of. And I'd always go out and give him like frozen yogurt because I just love dogs and like animals. And every time they came, I'd go out and have a chat with her, pet her dog. And then one day I was sitting with her and her mum, and I said to them, like, I've always wanted to have a dog since I've been in Sydney. I've grown up with like animals, and when I can, like, I've got the right environment for them, I really want to get my own dog. And then they were like, oh, did you want him? And I was like, huh? So so that's how he came about. And they were saying like, yeah, he's just gotten too big and we just want someone that's going to look after him. And I'm kind of like, that's so weird because they don't know me like that. So the fact that they trusted me with this big boy, he was big at that time. And I was like, yes, like, how much is he? Like, what do you want me to do? And they were like, you can have him for free as long as, we can still see him. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I just got to check with my partner. At the time we were living together. And then I called around, and then I checked with the landlord as well. And he was like, no, can't have dogs. So I said to her, can you just please give me a bit of time to find somewhere that will accept dogs? And then I want to have him. So I found a place like pretty quickly that accepted having a dog on the lease. And then he moved in with us straight away. And that's how Escobar came about.
Oh, you didn't want to do the low key ones. You didn't want to do the low keys.
No, because that place, the landlord was like living right beside us. So
true. True.
He would visit regularly. So I couldn't. Yeah.
How long? So, solid. So actually, before we get more into that story, can you tell us about you yourself? Like, where were you born? Where did you grow up? All that good stuff.
Okay, so I grew up in. Actually, I moved to Tauranga when I was 3. I was born in. I say Wellington, but my birth certificate might say like Porirua.
Another Porirua. Are you from Porirua? Oh, originally.
You know what?
Wow.
It was the nearest hospital.
Well, you know what's crazy though? We've had so many people from Porirua on here. Like, so much talent's come from Porirua. It's crazy.
Oh,
Like, we're Tamati Ellison on here, who's a former All Black, Hurricane, all of that.
yeah.
And now he's part of the All Blacks coaching setup. He's been on here.
Ooh,
We had Jesse Senelefau, who played for Manly and plays over in the UK now. Who else do we have? Jeffrey Tumanga Allen, another All Black, another Hurricane, plays for the Reds now.
wow.
Who else did we have? Oh, the very big Papa, Setima Paraha. He's another guy that's from Porirua and he's big on social media. Fuck, there's heaps. Oh, Beretta Faraimo. But so many from Porirua. Another Porirua. Hey, let's go. Oh,
Yeah.
born there anyway.
Yeah.
We actually living in Porirua then, or?
Okay, where were we? I forgot the
Don't be
name.
ashamed of Porirua, man.
No. I should know. I'm being silly. But
Yeah, you are.
there
You
was
are.
another
You are
P-
Tashley.
No, there's another P city near Porirua where we were living. I think it started with a P. I forgot though. I was young, but we
Oh,
did move.
Paraparaumu?
No,
No. Oh, okay. I don't really
um,
know those ways. I don't know.
I gotta figure that one out. Sorry, I'm terrible. But
P. P. No, I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got.
maybe Tony, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe I'm
Petoni. Oh, yeah, Petoni.
maybe.
That's
I
enough.
think that's that
So,
rings a bell.
so what were your parents though? What are they? Are they Māori? Are they Chinese? What are they?
Both Māori. Mum's side, I would say a bit more European. My koro is like very white with blue eyes. And then
Is he Māori too, or is he just
he's
straight European?
he's
Yeah.
Māori, but he's from Tupuna. Do you know where Tupuna is in Tauranga? Yeah. So he's from there.
My family come from, well, part of my family come from Motiti.
Where's that?
It's one of the islands of the mount. So you know, the
Oh.
Matakana there, Motiti Island. Yeah.
You know Tam Tams? She's from her grandpa or nan. One of them are from the islands. Yeah. So she's from.
Hey, you're from the islands too, eh? Not those islands, but
Yeah. So dad's side is Māori, Cook Island, and my
like who? Well, what side is?
My dad's dad. He's Cook Island, and his mum was Chinese.
His dad's mum was Chinese in Cook Island. So I was right, Chinese. Up the Chinese. That was actually just a joke, but I was right.
Yeah, so bit of a mixture.
Wait, do you know the Chinese whakapapa? Like,
No. I barely know our Cook Island side. I barely know I know our Māori side to an extent.
Yeah. Would you say more Māori than Cook Island or Chinese?
Most definitely. Only because we were raised around our, the maraes and whatnot in New Zealand. So yeah, but when I was 3, we moved to Tauranga, so that's where I was raised, and I went to a country school. So, very white.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the farming kids.
Yes, all the privileged kids.
Were there some racist ones there too?
Oh, very, very, very.
Yeah,
the whole place was given the teachers.
Yeah, did you experience a bit of racism?
Yes, a lot of it.
In what way? Give us some examples of the racism you experienced at that school.
Okay. I need to really think about this. I don't know. I feel like you just, we were categorized. You're just, as soon as you're there, because you're brown, they'll categorize you. You won't stand a chance unless you talk and act white, I guess. I remember a girl, won't name no names, she came into the school a bit later on, and she was no offense, but very whitewashed. So she got treated very different. And I think that naturally came to her to act and behave like that. So she was treated differently to us. But my family, we were a little quiet and shy.
Oh, so you went there with other people, with other siblings?
Yeah. So all my siblings went to Pies Park. Do you know where that is?
I don't know.
Pardon me. Well, it's in the bush. And cousins. We actually had cousins that went to that school as well. And I still
Well,
talk.
why did you just live local or something, or was it like
Yeah,
more for the education?
Yeah, we lived on a farm.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was very far out. We were literally between like maybe like the Mount and Rotorua. We were like maybe smack bang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
So a lot. It's funny because when we went to Tauranga Girls, like going from Pies Pa, which is primary / intermediate, and then we went to Tauranga Girls, which is like, city, I guess they'd call it now. Yeah. So going there, a lot of people thought we were from the city and they thought we went to like Tauranga Intermediate. So they were a bit surprised when they learnt like, no, we're actually like country girls.
True.
Yeah.
How many of you like siblings?
So there's 5 of us, including myself, and one brother.
One brother. Are they all still back home? Where are they?
No, so everyone's here. I was going to say everyone's in Bunbury, but one's actually in the Pilbara at the moment. My oldest sibling.
Okay, solid. And the brother, who's the oldest? The brother, or you're the leg. Shout out to the leg. I didn't even realize music was playing this whole time. Pause that.
Sorry, I think it froze.
You're all good. We're back. I didn't realize we had James playing in the background the whole time either. Could you hear the music the whole time?
No, I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, good. Well, hopefully the YouTube don't pick that up. But if they do, I'll just cut it out. I'll just mute those parts or whatever. We'll kick it. Oh no, I don't even think it matters. It's only the ones that because some of the music is copyrighted and then they like ask you to they mute that part of the video if it is. But I don't know. I don't know if it just started maybe. Yeah, anyway, so your siblings is where are you in the pecking order?
I'm the middle child, smack bang middle. Yeah.
Do you think you have middle child tendencies or?
Yes, and I feel like I've been, because middle child syndrome, right? That's like the odd one out, yeah.
Yeah, sort of. I think like those ones. Oh well, either that or like the out the gate one, eh?
Oh, in what way?
Whatever way you want, sis.
I felt like I was treated differently, and I feel like I do. Yeah, I act differently, I think, to my siblings. Yeah, I was definitely the odd one out, I feel.
Oh, yeah. Do you think you're still the odd one out?
Yes, very much so.
Like, give us an example of how odd you are compared to your siblings.
So, like, growing up, my older siblings, they were, like, very sporty. So, basketball, everything. And they were, like, in competitive leagues, whereas like I tried to play sports, but I was always playing for fun. You
didn't have much talent, is that what you say?
I'm not as talented as they were when it came to sports, but
are we like the uncle sister?
Very much so.
Yes. Yep, the uncle sister.
Yeah. But I tried and I made an effort and I played a lot of sports, but
like what? Give us some.
Okay, I played netball, I played volleyball, I played basketball, I tried out hockey. I think that's what I can think of at the top of my mind, honestly, because a lot of memories are quite vague, to be honest with you. But I was like the sibling where my parents would go and watch like their games, but like no one would come to mine because mine weren't as.
Hey, at least you can laugh about it now. Did you enjoy it though?
What's that?
Did you enjoy it though, like the playing of the sports, or?
Yeah, I always liked to be in charge and like the captain of the teams, and it was kind of funny because I would like ask my friends to join, and they were actually like some of them were actually really good, and then
good athletes.
And then they would like be picked out of like my team I created because I created these teams and like signed us up, and then they'd be picked out of that to go into like actual competitive teams. So I think like, because I didn't think much of it then. I think I had a bit of an innocent mind back then where, I didn't think much of it. But yeah, it started kind of heading when I noticed like people were getting picked for certain teams and I wasn't. But I just saw the fun of it, and that's all that matters. I was more of like a creative person, which
Okay. Like you
yeah,
draw?
um, I try. Like, I don't honestly, I don't think I'm amazing at like drawing or anything, but if I have to throw something together and I get into like a good zone, I can do something with that.
What about that
Um,
stuff behind you? Like can you make that kind of stuff? Or did you make that?
no,
No.
it's just, yeah, I just got it when we moved over,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm more into like design, like graphic
Oh,
design,
okay.
photography.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
and then I guess if I had to like manipulate it by like printing things and drawing over and whatnot, but I have to be like in a creative zone or creative rut to even like produce something decent, if that makes sense.
Mm. Did you
Yeah,
do you do some of that work like for work now? Do you use those tools that you have, those skills?
I used to in Sydney.
What were you doing?
So actually, no, it started when I first moved over to Bunbury from New Zealand. Come to think of it,
Where's Bunbury?
Bunbury is 2.5 hours south of Perth. Am I right?
Speak of Bunbury for people that never been to Bunbury. Like, if you could like sum it up in a
Oh,
sentence.
okay, very country town. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of it. At the time I moved there, no, you know what? It was like another country place I went to, and it's like it felt very racist there too. Like people just feel the need to kind of stare at you because you look like you don't belong there. I don't know. I felt that anyway going to Bunbury. It's very,
Mm.
very ma. And when I
Ma,
first
Ma being white, right?
it's white.
What's red?
um, fiddle. But yeah, so Bunbury, I was never a fan of. No offense to Bunbury or anything, just not my
Yeah,
cup of tea.
not your cup of tea. Yeah, carry on. I can hear you.
When I first moved to Bunbury, not many people had FPOS, so you had to always go to like an ATM and like with
When was this? How long ago was this?
2012 or 13.
Wow.
I think I'm talking more about the clubs more so. A lot of the,
Oh, okay.
but I think there's a reason. I learned being here. There was a reason behind that.
What is that? With a money laundering maybe.
Yeah, I think I'd say so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, how did you learn that?
Um, it was very different to like going out back home. Like back home at that time, like it's a bit different now, I'd say. Um, back home, like it just felt very different. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I just felt like when I went out in Bunbury, just Perth in general, WA, it's so sketchy. If that does that make sense?
Well, even different to Sydney.
Yes, Sydney's very different to WA, but I just feel like, yeah, it's a bit sketchy and it's weird because, again, unless this is me personally, I used to be able to go out back home and like I felt safe. I might not have been safe, but I felt safe all the time. Like everyone and, everyone's looking out for you, even if you don't know certain people. Like it was just that way at the time. I don't know about now. And then
You don't feel like they're here.
no way. Oh, yeah, nah, no. Especially when I moved over. It was just very weird. And there were some very different individuals in the clubs. And yeah, it was just very different.
Yeah. What's your favorite drink?
Okay. I don't know how to pronounce this liqueur, but I say Frangelico. I don't think it's that. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. But when I was at a bar, someone said, "Oh, Frangelico." So That, which is a hazelnut liqueur with orange juice and fresh lime. That's my go-to.
Frangelico.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you tried it?
What? I don't know. But maybe I've tried everything when fucking. No. I've tried fucking everything, cuz, pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, I don't know. Yeah, probably. Especially once you're wasted, who the fuck knows what the fuck you're drinking, bro?
Oh, those ones, is it?
Yeah, but when you bender, I don't bender that much these days, but I used to. So, you know, just go hard.
Yeah.
Days and days. What's that song? Wasted days and wasted nights. Literally.
Yeah.
What about cocktails? What's the go-to cocktail for the great dog mum?
Oh man, I really have to think about this.
I think I'm just gonna call this episode "Dog Mum." Yeah, done. Let's just make it there. Yeah, cocktail.
It's hard. Like I try a lot of things, but I just always go back to that hazelnut liqueur with orange juice because it's easier to drink.
So is that actually a cocktail? Oh, too.
Not really. Like for me, it is. Oh, like it's my go-to. Like I'll try heaps of different cocktails, but I can't really think of one that I would. Yeah, no, I can't think of. Like I just have. I'll try a lot. You know. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So with your whole setup, like family wise, so was a mum and dad in the house growing up, or Woody? Or was it separated family, or how did it work?
Yeah, definitely mum and dad in the house. And we had like a huge family, like cousins, aunties, uncles. Like that's how we grew up.
Mum's side, dad's side, both.
Mostly dad's side because majority of them were in Tauranga.
The Cookie side or the Māori side?
Yeah, Cook Island. Cook Island Māori. But honestly, like I feel like a lot of us, like even, you know, to our, I don't want to speak for everyone, but you know, to some maybe aunties and uncles, whatever, we weren't like really raised around that, I guess. Like everyone was again, I don't want to speak for everyone, but like in my opinion, all of us were quite whitewashed, or westernized.
What's whitewashed?
Like westernized, from, you know, living in Tauranga. So, you know what I mean?
Carry on.
Like we're not really, you know, like traditional in a sense. Again, don't want to speak for everyone, but you know, like
just speaking for the awkward, unco middle child. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of us,
The great Tashley.
We don't know too much about, I don't know, our traditions. Well, we never really.
No, if you're not raised around it, like how do you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really... But you said like it was marae sort of a vibes there. So like, did you grow up on the marae or nah?
No, just for like celebrations, but mostly funerals. Because thinking back when we were living back home, the amount of funerals we went to, it's quite crazy to think about living here and like, you know, it's not as common as when we're at home.
Did you experience like Pākehā funerals? Because I didn't experience that shit till I was fucking in Australia. Did you experience them back home? I never experienced them back home. That shit tripped me out. I was like, this shit like a business. They just fucking gone. You know
it was very different.
It's different, eh?
Yeah, it was actually quite sad. I went to my friend's mum's funeral, and it was literally her brother, the mum's mum, and then like a couple of friends from my friends. So me being one of those friends. And it was, very quick and just it was. I don't know. I felt like she didn't really get that chance to. I don't know, maybe we're a bit different with our culture, but to kind of grieve, it was just happened very quickly, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. It was just like, I don't know, especially because I was, how old were you when you first experienced it?
Like a funeral in general, or
no, not tangihana.
Sorry,
no, because like being Māori, being poly, like you grew up with that anyway. That's
Like a white funeral? Like a white
Yeah,
funeral?
yeah, Pākehā one, yeah.
Are you allowed to say ma on TikTok? Just wondering, because I'll
We're not on
refrain.
TikTok. We say whatever the fuck you want. You can
No,
say,
but
you
if
can
you
say,
post.
you can say, I eat ass. You can say whatever you want to say. I don't
Okay,
care.
cool. Sorry.
Oh,
I
I
know
don't
how
know
you
if she.
smell.
Yeah. I
I don't know what we were thinking about, but no.
anyone listening, I don't know if she eats ass, but yeah, that's I was just saying,
Wait,
giving an
what?
example. No, I was giving an example because you're like, can we like you're worried about fucking? Can we say ma?
I don't know the
Fuck,
example.
we can say whatever the fuck we want to say. It's, this is all good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that was the only one I can really remember, if I'm going to be honest with you. But so I was in college. Yeah,
Mhm.
so maybe like year 10.
Oh yeah, that's about the same time. I think when I moved to Aussie, that's when I seen like it's around the same time. When I was just like, "Fuck, this is different, G." And then I remember explaining it to kids too, like to other kids at school, like what our tongues are like. They're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like the Pākehā ones anyway. They're like, "What the hell? This is trippy."
Really quick, off this, can we
Oh, hold on,
pause?
hold on, hold on, hold on. Welcome back to another episode. No, same episode. But yeah, we just had a little wardrobe change. Well, old
No, it's getting
Karina
quite warm.
Tashley dog mum did. But yeah, you feel better now? Are you
I do.
content?
Yeah, the lighting is just warming me up a bit.
Yeah, it's warming.
I don't know
What
if
about the wine? Is the wine
Yeah.
warming you up?
No.
What about the wine? Oh, cheers. Cheers.
No, honestly, I don't actually drink that much, so let's not portray me as that, please.
Oh, who cares? Who gives a fuck what they think? Yeah, who gives a fuck? If you think she's alcoholic, who gives a fuck? I don't care. Who gives a damn? Fuck them.
Yeah, but sorry, what were we talking about?
We're talking about white funerals and the experiences of white funerals. And then I was sharing with you that I was the same age when you experienced it. I don't know, it's different. It's different. Definitely a different thing, especially when you grow up the way we grow up. When it comes to funerals, when you're like around tangi and all that, you know what I mean? It's just normal. I remember just talking to some kids when I'm, and telling them that we like sleep with the body, and they're like, "What the fuck? It's weird." We don't even realize how not normal in the Western world that is. Like, it's just so not normal. But we grew up with that shit, eh?
That as well.
We're conditioned to
And
just
they
think
freak
it's
out.
normal. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, what? You kiss the body? Hey, what the fuck, man?" Oh, well.
Yeah.
And the body ain't going anywhere. They did. Yeah.
But you know what? I tell people to watch Casketeers to understand.
Oi, solid, eh?
Yeah,
Oh,
without
I'm gonna
them.
message them actually. That's a good idea.
Okay, just got them on speed dial, do we?
Nah, to see if they'll come on. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know
just
what?
Gave me an idea.
I was in. Where are they located?
In Auckland, I think.
But what's the area? O starts with the O.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I was in that area.
Oh,
yeah. So I think so. It might be there. I was in that area on holiday recently, right? And I went to get some seafood boil. And anyhow, I'm kind of like just checking out, everything outside. And then I see Tipene Funerals. Is that what it's called on the building? I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, Casketeers. So I had to quickly grab my food, take it back to the car. And then I was like walking over like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? And then like I walked in and no one was there. So I was like waiting patiently, like, okay, do I ring the bell?
What were you gonna say? Were you going to like plan your funeral in 50,000 years?
No, I was going to say, oh my gosh, I'm visiting from Perth and my partner and I love your program. And can I please take some photos with you?
But they weren't there?
No one was there. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is getting awkward and I'm getting a bit nervous. So I quickly took some photos, took like a selfie, and then quickly ran out.
Wait, it's a cool show, the way Casketeers. I like it. That's it.
It gives like people an understanding of when I try and explain funerals to them and how we experience it, and they just don't get it because they see it how they see it. I tell them to watch that show and they're like, oh no, like it's scary. I don't want to watch that. And I'm like, no, it's not actually scary. Like it's actually really nice. And like,
Well, that fellow was made for it, eh? Don't you reckon that fellow was made to be what he is?
Francis?
Yeah, the boy Francis.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the bro on the podcast. I don't know when. I know they'll be busy, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Just,
Hopefully, manifest.
Oh no, definitely. Oh, we'll make it happen. Fuck it now. We got some crazy people on that people be like, how the fuck you get them on? Or actually, my family like, oh, how'd you get them on? But it's not like a that's cool. It's more like a you ain't shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. When I get those voice messages for sure, I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Keep
that's
going,
cool.
man. And get what nobody thinks. So we just yarn to everybody. But yeah, let's make that happen. I'll make that happen somehow.
Cool.
Manifest. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, I just think that fellow was born to be a fucking what he is.
Yeah. All of them, even the like staff, they're so cool. Like everyone's just like they're each in like individual character, and it's nice because it like reminds you of back home, like how everyone is, and well, what I'm used to anyway. Again, things are different, so just what I'm familiar with. Yeah,
to the familiar.
Yeah.
That's wait. The dogs. So you got Escobar. You told us his story, and who's the other one?
We've got little Anahita. She is
Anahita.
Anahita, yes. It was funny. I was at the dog park and I was like, Anahita, come here. And there was a Māori lady there, like older, and she was like, Anahita, you know that's a Māori name? And I was like, yeah, Māori. But I don't know. I don't know if I was reading into it too much, but the way she was saying it, it felt like it was like, why would you use that name for a dog? That's what that was giving.
It's probably what she was saying, you know.
Really? Okay. Wow. Okay. I feel bad.
But I mean, you got no kids, right? So that's like, those are your kids, I guess, in a way.
Yeah. Why would that be bad though? Like, is it like I don't know?
It's just each person. It's like for me, it's like people that get angry at people that wear tamoko or something like that or moko. Bro, I don't really think like people are gonna do whatever, bro. I don't really like what do you call it, kirituhi? You know, like Pākehā or whatever who get it.
Yeah. But
no, it's up to the individual.
Well, who? Yeah.
Again, someone that's making dosh, like you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like fucking when it comes to all these designs and shit, like who the fuck made them? You know what I mean? You don't own them. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's what I think. See, like, and to you, you're like, I don't know, and I'm just like, like you know what I mean? People gonna imitate their shit. You know what I mean? What are we gonna do? Sit here and talk about it? Yeah. I don't have any. I don't even have a tamako or anything.
Oh wow!
But I speak the real. Yeah, but like for me, when I got to like being a teenager and I had a whanaunga of mine that was an artist and I was gonna get him to do me, but then he obviously passed away. And then I just by the time I started like wanting to get when I was keen as a teenager, I just seen so many people with Māori designs like on the Gold Coast and in Brisbane, and I was like, the birds are you know what I mean? And then I was just like, for me, I just didn't want to be a sheep, so I just didn't get it because I didn't want to be. I just felt like everybody was getting them, and then so I was like, But I think I'll get a mataora one day and a puhoro done. Like I'll get my whole face and all that done when I'm like 50.
Wow.
But right now, I haven't got one since in my whole life, so
it's
all good.
Yeah, of course. Each of their own, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anahita, she definitely does not resemble her name. She's actually quite opposite. She's same breed as Escobar, so they're both German Shepherd-Huskies.
Is that a trippy breed?
Yeah, they're like
they're energetic.
They're working, like energetic working dogs.
They're mahi kuris, mahi dogs.
Yeah, but you know what? Escobar fooled us because I remember people saying to me like, oh, he's like German Shepherd. Yeah, like German Shepherd-Husky. Like, yeah, they're working dogs. And I'm like, wow, is he a working dog? Because I know him how I know him, which is like lazy, no offense to Escobar. And so I always thought like, okay, yeah, that's a working dog. And then I met Anna and I'm like, okay, no, that's a working dog. Escobar's just a lazy boy. So yeah, she's like very crazy, very energetic, and she has changed my life a lot of ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain.
She's very stressful, very stressful. Yeah, she's a lot to deal with. She wrecks everything. She has like crazy anxiety. She's like very full on. Yeah, but she's very loving as well. So she's a loving little crazy girl. As brief as I can put
it. So she's more crazier than the bear, eh?
Yeah, she
a
like
lot. Oh,
often.
true.
Yeah.
Who wins? Who wins the rumbles?
You know, I feel like he's being a great older brother, and like he tries to warn her and like teach her like, don't do that because it's not okay. But if he does, like if he gives her a little nip, she just gets even crazier. And then she just goes at him. So I feel like he can do some damage if he wanted to, but I feel like he chooses not to because he knows that's his sister and he does, you know, he shouldn't do that.
Oh. Interesting. What's it like? Do you have any advice for dog mums out there with working mahi dogs like yours?
I've seen this before I got Anna, and I've told people this. Don't get a second dog if it's to be a friend for your other dog, because even though I had in my mind it's going to be twice the money, twice the responsibilities, you know, everything's just double, right? Until like it happens, like you might tell yourself all these things and you're like, yeah, I can handle that. That's fine. But until it actually happens, it's like a whole nother thing. So yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend that unless you're very, very prepared. But yeah, you just definitely look into the breeds. And we actually got her online in Sydney. So we were living in Sydney when we got Escobar, but Anna, I found her online. And unfortunately, I didn't really get to see her temperament and like her energy and everything until we met her. You're just looking at cute photos of a puppy.
Also, you're also saying don't buy them online if you can, like go see them.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I've always been like, I'm a bit hypocritical, but I'm the type of person as well that I try and preach, you know, adopting. Like Escobar, I guess, was pretty much adopted. So there's so many dogs out there, and if you can avoid purchasing, which again, I need to tell myself that, but unfortunately we fell in love with Anna at the time. It's better to like adopt them because there's so many dogs that don't have like homes, and there's a lot of places that are filling up and they don't have like government support or much support. So yeah, if you can like go find a dog that needs a home, I'd prefer, yeah, I'd definitely have to do that next time. Yeah.
A dog that needs a home. Find a dog that needs a home.
Yeah. How about you? Do you have animals? You don't, or have you had animals before? Or
I am an animal.
So if you could describe yourself as an animal, what is that animal and why are you that animal?
Like I hate to steal the bro honey badger's thunder, but pretty much that. Like you know, but then so honey badger, do you know much about the honey badger? It's just like
Bird?
No. It's
No
like
jokes.
Fucking bird.
Can we edit that out, please?
No, we can't. We're leaving that.
Please.
The hell no. That's staying in.
Honey badger. It's
no, we're not editing it out.
Wild.
What?
It's ruthless. Is it like a big rodent?
No,
Okay,
yeah, it's like a rodent. Yeah, sort of, but it's
okay,
like
no, I've
fucking.
seen
I
this.
think.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No,
but they're
there's a
ruthless. Like they
bird.
take on lions and shit. You know what I
No,
mean? Like,
I got to Google this because there is a bird, and I'm pretty sure there's a bird named that. So
oh really? Is there?
I think so. It's a
Okay,
honeysuckle. Okay, so
honeysuckle. No, no, no. Let's go say
okay,
there's a bird named honey badger. Is there? Honey
honey.
badger.
I'm just gonna put in honey bird because I'm sorry, I have to redeem myself. Okay,
Honey
there's a
bird.
honey
Okay.
bird. No,
Is
that's
it?
not it.
No,
Australia.
there's no honey
No,
badger. No.
let me just check. Honey badger bird, maybe. Honey badger bird. So sorry, bear with me. Bird.
Oh.
Okay, you know what? It's not coming up,
Okay.
but I will find it because there is something honey related to a bird for why
Okay.
I thought that. Okay, so
Okay.
that's
So birds fly and bees fly and they make honey. Maybe that. Maybe that.
no. I have to actually find this because now it's like doing my head in. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure
Okay.
there's a bird that's black with a yellow stripe to it on the feathers, and it's something along those lines.
If you say so. If you say
No,
so.
you're, I will multitask while I'm looking this up. I apologize.
You're good. You're good. Shout out to honey badger. Let's go.
But my friend
Oh.
actually, now that I think of it, he did show me some videos of a honey badger, and on a documentary show, I think it is. What's this?
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
On a late afternoon game drive, Giles and his guests were enjoying a lion sighting before heading back to their lodge for the night.
We were about ready to leave, I think, and I all of a sudden saw two honey badgers pop out of the reeds. I knew their reputation, so I knew that things were going to happen. I prepared the guests. I said, just get your cameras out and have a look at this. When they came out of the reeds, the honey badgers literally walked into the middle of the lions. There was two adult lionesses in the pride and four subadults. The subadults immediately took action. The four subadults attacked the honey badgers, and it was quite incredible. It was a very aggressive little time. They make the most remarkable sound. Their Afrikaans name is rattle, and it must be from the noise that they make. It's just, they rattle a lot when they are agitated. And it's quite a fearsome noise to hear, so it intimidates the lions, I'm sure.
This is just one of the many defense mechanisms these animals have.
I think that the lionesses knew what these things were, and they didn't want to get involved. And the youngsters hadn't had much experience with this, and so they were just playfully going for them and swatting them around a bit. And then it got more serious when the honey badgers started reacting and attacking the youngsters, and then even more so when the lionesses suddenly got involved. And the one lioness severely mauled the one badger. She bit it across the midriff. Here you could see it was sort of in the sand, and her whole mouth pretty much covered most of the honey badgers. The fight itself was definitely life and death situation for the honey badgers. It was very serious. It was quite a traumatic experience, especially if you haven't seen things like that before. So my guests were obviously very worried for the honey badgers. They saw the small size of the badgers and thought that they didn't really have a chance.
But the badger had one last defense card up its sleeve.
The honey badger has this incredible ability to rotate almost completely in its own skin. It's got very loose skin. And it turned around and bit her on the nose, fortunately severely enough for her to let go. And she let it go, and the honey badger ran right back in to try and get some more of the lion. It does seem like it's outmatched completely, but they are such tough creatures and so ferocious that they managed to beat up the 6 lions. Incredible. Luckily, both honey badgers got away fairly unscathed. And
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah.
I've seen
I-
those videos.
just because of that, like just because of the don't give a fuckness of like, but also the self belief and the, you know what I mean, but also the being able to like, you know, shape shift in a way, like all that kind of shit. I think is very relative to how I perceive myself, I guess, and like being able to do things against all odds. Yeah, which is right here we're doing another thing like that, you know. people would probably be like, biggest podcast in the world. You're not gonna do that. Oh, fucking watch me, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd go honey badger, but probably honey badger mixed with something else because I'm not that small. But yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna look through my messages because I'm pretty sure my friend like sent some fun facts about that. We were literally talking about honey badgers. He was like telling me about it. Sorry, it's probably so irrelevant, but I just feel like I gotta find this like when it's in my head. You know what? Speaking of, it's kind of going to change the subject a little bit, but oh wait, hold on. So sorry.
What animal would you perceive yourself to be?
I'm gonna be what's the word when you're like predictable? And I'm gonna say a lion. I'm a Leo. So yeah, I've always liked lions. They're very independent, and they're very boss-like creatures in the kingdom, and I just like them.
Come near me and I'll bite your fucking nose off.
We just saw it on the video. So
but yeah, lion's the bomb. Shout out to Lion King. You a Lion King kid? Did you like Lion King?
yeah, I did, but
what were you into? Movies?
Do you remember that A Land Before Time? That's what it's called.
Oh yeah. Is that Littlefoot?
Yeah. No, I watched everything, but I kind of like, this is just in general, just very underrated things that have either been forgotten about or they're not like overdone. Like that comes with music, everything, like things that are just underrated and not many people know about. I like that. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So Land Before Time is your thing. Shout out.
Yeah, like that has I think because with Lion King, like it's just, I don't know, they've done a lot of remakes. It's not as what's the word, like it's not like as much of a gem as something that hasn't been touched or like as much, if that makes sense.
I get what
you know, when like
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
like a rare gem, a rare gem.
Yeah. Otherwise, if I guess Lion King wasn't like overdone, I'd probably be like, yeah, definitely Lion King. But because it's just been overdone, I'm like, yeah, Lion King, you know?
Yeah, Lion King. Yeah, like Land Before Time, Littlefoot.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, do you want to should I read some like Reddit threads? Do you want to read one? Should I read one?
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. Worst Tinder experience. Went on my one and only Tinder date years ago. We went to Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And as soon as the lights dimmed, he turned my face with his finger and began making out with me. I kept trying to break away, but he wouldn't. He would just grab my face again. I got so uncomfortable that I went to the bathroom and got in my car and left. I ended up stopping at McDonald's on the way home and telling the drive-through worker what happened. My friends were asleep and I had to tell someone. He ended up giving me free fries for my trouble. What do you think about that?
That sounds like me, like literally like a situation I would put myself in, and then I would like have to share it with someone and just talk to complete strangers.
Because that's who you talk to next. Oh yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, that sounds so familiar. Like where did this come from?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, okay. That's
what about the dude? You reckon he was just like what are you doing, G? Or like,
well, if you find yourself on Tinder, like that's what you're asking for, let's be honest. Like, you know? Like what do you expect from it? Like, look, I don't know much about dating apps, but all I know is like maybe go to Bumble next time.
oh true. Bumble's the spot, eh?
I don't
Okay,
know.
maybe get a
Like, I
Bumble.
feel like that's a bit more classy than Tinder. Like,
Is it?
I don't know. Like,
Like how? Like, do they vet people or something? Or
well, the photos are very professional. This is from when I last saw it, like years ago. But
were you on
like,
Bumble?
it's like a bit more professional looking.
Oh, okay. I got another one. Told this before, but here comes a TLDR version. What does that mean? TL/DR version of it?
Pass, but if you say the story, we might figure it out.
Okay. Got matched with a girl that mid-conversation started to seem to be a little bit rude. Yet she acknowledged that I was too kind and didn't deserve that, or that she was being rude with me, and asked what pets I have. Since she mentioned that she had a few pets in her bio, I had a shitty day and was getting tired and sleepy. And so in order to avoid falling asleep mid-conversation, I just said, I'm sorry, I had a hard day and I am feeling tired. I am going to sleep. But if you want to, we can keep the conversation going tomorrow morning. She freaked out and replied, what the fuck, are you serious? You know how many guys I am talking to right now? And then unmatched me.
Wait, oh, I'm so confused.
So they must have been communicating through Tinder. They must have been talking, and then, you know what I mean? She was trying to talk to him, but he was tired. So he told her, I'm tired, like, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And then she just went off and like said, fucking, you know how much on the streets I am? Well,
On the streets, was it? Oh my God.
on the streets? No, like, do you know how much fucking guys I'm talking to? You know how cool I am?
Is that
what do you reckon about that?
Is that supposed to be
I think it was trying to be a flex. That's like a. Oh, have you ever heard, like, I don't know, chicks or dudes be like if something, or they're like with someone and they're with like a partner, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, but I can like I have so many guys that want me, like, but they say that to their partner, like, bro, that's not a like flex, G, that's yuck, G, that's off, you know what I mean? Like, if a partner says that to their partner, like, you know how many guys want me, or you know how many girls want me, like, shut up, pal.
I feel like some people might say it in a way of like they might have a reason to why they're saying that, you know?
Okay, like give me the reason. What's the reason?
You know, like their partner might like take them for granted and might say things or use some sort of names, and then they have to reestablish that if they were back in the game, they would be doing quite fine, just to remind their partners that. But I feel like it could be prompted from their partner, possibly.
Yeah, but do you? So you think that's all good?
No, it's not. But unless prompted, like if they have a valid reason to, you know, boost themselves and get their confidence back, then valid for sure.
Okay, interesting.
Like, it's not healthy, it's not right, but let's be realistic. Like relationships and people nowadays, you gotta, you know, if whatever you got to do to get your confidence back, you got to do it. So to an extent, yeah.
Well, speaking of confidence, I got another one. Showed up to the date and the girl was pregnant, very pregnant. Like, holy crap! How did you get here on your own? Should I be worried about your water breaking any minute? Pregnant. No mention of her being pregnant anywhere on her profile. Not even a hint about it. What do you think about this?
Okay, my question is, what happened? Did he leave? Because if he continued that date, then maybe he should have said something instead of going to an online platform to complain about her. But yeah, no, not okay. You know, some things need to be said, especially that. Yeah, that's. But wait, are we still on Tinder? Is that what this is?
Yeah, that was Tinder. Yeah, that was not Bumble.
Like, what are we expecting? Like,
okay,
this is Tinder. You gotta expect anything these days.
You know what we should do? We should do a show. We should read out shit, not necessarily Tinder, just other things. There's so much shit on Reddit we could read out and you could give perspectives. I think you got some good shit there. I like it.
What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? My thoughts are, whoa, my God. It's just like, what the fuck? Both ways, like you said, if he did continue with the date, but then you'd probably feel bad though as the dude, right? You would feel bad as the dude to be like,
again, we
you know what I mean?
bring
Like,
ourselves to that Tinder level to understand. Like, we might be talking our personal experiences, how we would act, but if we're on the Tinder, which is like another level in our lives, no offense to anyone on Tinder, on Tinder.
all offense.
You know, like at the time, if I was at, you know, at that point where I need to be on that platform, I let's say I'm a guy, and
what would your name be if you were a guy? Obviously, you would be Dog Dad, but like, what would your name be?
You know, I've always liked the name Malachi.
Yeah.
That's
a Malachi. That's a Malachi. What the
that name and Jarrell.
Jarrell and Malachi, of all the names in the world, Jarrell and Malachi is what you've got.
Yeah, I would be a Malachi.
At least they're different, I guess. At least they're unique. These are unique names,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Jarrell and Malachi, you shall be.
Yes, thank you. If you were a girl,
if I was a girl,
top two girl names.
Top two girl names.
Yeah.
Depends on what. Like, if I wanted to be like a hoe ass girl,
like a baddies, baddies ace.
A bad?
Like this.
What's a bad? I want to be like a thing, because you know, like if you could be a girl or a dude for one day, like what would you do? Like, I'll come back to what my name would be. Like, what would you want to do if you were a dude for a day? Like, if you're in a dude's body for a day, what's something you would want to do as a dude?
I'm not going to say it on this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say it for you. What you would like to do is just joking.
It's honestly, it's just the first thing that comes to mind. I'm not that type of person, but it's just the
first thing. It doesn't matter. No. But that's what we're just thinking. It's hypothetical. If you were a dude, you know what I mean? Like if I was a chick, I'll be trying to get that thing popped. I'll be just trying to like see what it feels like. Like, what does it feel like? You know? But I'd hope that I'm gonna. The only thing is, you'd hope you're going to someone that can put it down, because, like, if the bro's like not taking souls out here, then you know what I mean. Like, you know, you want to see, like, yeah. If you're not taking souls, but then that's the thing too. As a girl, how do you know unless you have a jam? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. But that's what I'll probably do too. I'll be just trying to get some rocks out just to see what it feels like as a girl. Because I know what it feels like from the dude's perspective. What does it feel like on the other side? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What does it feel like on the other side of the mulberry bush? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is very interesting. But have you figured out your two girl names?
Okay, my two girl names. One would be. Oh, I feel like I'm I'm pretty proud to be Māori, so I'll be one would be.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel like one would be Anahira.
Well, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. Anahira. Anahira, and then I'm with my other girl name.
Actually, are you actually being serious with Anahira?
Yeah, I want a Māori name, and that's the first thing that came to my head. You want me to be on the spot here, so yeah, Anahira.
Nice
I don't know
name,
how.
to be honest.
I think so.
Nice
Thanks.
name,
You know,
yeah.
might name my dog that, but yeah. So I'll go Anahira, and then one more. Why I gotta choose two? Nah, that doesn't have to be Māori. One more. I'll go. Ooh.
You know what? I'm gonna try think of a name.
ISIS, Egypt. ISIS. My name will be ISIS.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, ISIS. Oh shit! ISIS is like they go. Oh, this is like the terror. Yeah, my bad. Shit. No, sorry. Fuck. I mean, my bad, but jeez. No. Hold up. Is it Osiris? Oh, fuck. Hold up. Is there like a lady named Isis or something in Egypt? Ancient Egypt? Or did I just do a you with the honey fucking bird?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Hold up, let me have a look. I'm gonna Google this shit. Hold on, shit. Isis. Oh,
I know, like
I forgot that. I forgot. Yeah, like those ones, Cleopatra's.
Cleopatra. You know what? You were giving Cleopatra if you were a female.
Ooh,
very much that.
Yeah. All right then. Or Anaxanamun. Do you remember the Mummy movies? No. The Mummy.
Vaguely,
those movies?
I remember an actor and a guy.
Anaxanamun. Isis, Egypt, ancient Egypt. Fuck, I'm hoping it comes up with something.
I'm trying to think of a girl's name to suit you. If you were a girl.
Isis. Yeah. Isis was the ancient Egypt. Let's go. I'm taking it. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
phew. So great mother Isis, the goddess of healing and magic. Ooh. Straight up, G. You thought I was doing the fucking bird thing, yeah? Fucking honey badger bird.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Okay. Yeah. Last one. Okay. Isis, bro.
Isis and Anahita.
Yeah, Isis and Anahita. All right, last one. What we got here? Okay. About a year ago, I went to dinner, Christmas shopping, and saw a movie with a girl from Tinder. Throughout the movie, the girl was putting her hands in her pants and sniffing her fingers from both back to front, or from front and back. It was very odd. Hold on, I'm gonna read this out again. About a year ago, I went to dinner, Christmas shopping, and saw a movie with a girl from Tinder. Throughout the movie, the girl was putting her hands in her pants and sniffing her fingers from front and back. It was very odd.
No, honestly, sometimes I feel like people make up these things because, like,
I don't know, G. There's some weird bitches and dudes out there. Oh, hard.
Okay, first of all, how old are these people? Secondly, who are they? What do they look like? Because I need to get a visual, not on
Do you ever sniff your fingers? Do you ever give it a sniff? Like just sniff your fingers? Or
what, like scratch my ass and stuff?
No, I just sniff them, fuck yeah. Oh, wait, if it gets itchy, do you like scratch it or nah? Like, or do you ever get an itchy ass or nah?
Like, I guess if you're not wiping properly, it's gonna itch, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
You know, like,
but if it was itchy, would you just go for a shower?
No, I'd wipe my ass. I'll go sit on the toilet and wipe my ass.
Or you know, like, do you ever see like toilet paper and there's like only a little bit of toilet paper, and then you look and you're like, and then someone goes for a mud, and you're like, how did you use that much toilet paper? Like, that wasn't much, cuz, you know, and they walk out of there. I don't know. I judge people on that because I'll be like,
experience or
no, I'm speaking from watching people there. Like, when I left the toilet, there was this much paper. No, there was this much paper, right? Observing, I guess. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Yeah, like observing. So you walk out of the toilet, right? And
you're around.
Can I finish my fucking story?
What are you surrounding yourself with?
Oh, because I grew up in a weird situation. But what I'm just saying is, like, you roll out of the toilet and you know there's only a little bit of toilet paper and there ain't none left. And then someone else goes for a mud. And then, like, they roll and like, how the fuck did you wipe your ass? Because for me, I don't know about you, maybe you're different, but I want the paper to be white. Like, we're wasting paper out here. Like,
yeah, you know, I use a lot of toilet paper.
Like, I want to make sure that shit's white. Because if it ain't white, it ain't right. You know what I mean? Like, make sure. And actually, a little special trick here, especially if you got kids, it's easier. Baby wipes, cuz two little one, boom. You got to flush it quicker though. But fucking heaven to the bum.
Apparently you shouldn't put that in the toilet. I've been reading a lot of comments.
No. I've been doing this for years. Okay, so what you do is you do it, but you only flush. Every time you do one, you flush it. Boom, flush again. You know what I mean? So you don't stack them up.
Or you wash your ass like.
Like, you're talking about having a mud. Like, what are you like? Are you gonna wash your ass like if you had some
like traditional people?
Oh, like bidet.
Not westernized, not.
Oh,
so
yeah. Yeah,
My
that's the
mum,
bomb.
yeah, my mum was saying, like, would you rather wash it or smudge it?
Wash it all day, baby.
Yeah.
Fucking if.
But, you know,
Wash it
as
all day.
Western people.
But I mean, like, because we live in fucking, they don't have like their shit. They ain't got their setup like that.
You can literally
No,
get.
but like, we're talking about just every day. You walk into someone's house and you gotta go. You know what I mean? Or you go to your cousin. You know what I mean? That's that kind of shit.
Of course.
Yeah,
we don't.
like, obviously,
we don't
you can have it at your own house. You know, of course.
Yeah. Well, apparently, like, people will just get like a water bottle and put it beside the toilet. Like, I've heard that too.
Dude, that's a dirty ass water bottle. hey, before we get out of here, I got a couple of questions, a couple of quick ones.
Yeah.
If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, best segue ever from shit to food. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Like, I love fried chicken, but if I have to be realistic, it would have to be a salad that has a protein. So only because if I have to eat it for the rest of my life, I have to think about how it will nourish me and also satisfy me. So I would go like maybe Caesar salad or like, Caesar salad. It's not because I want it. It's just because I have to be realistic about. You know what? No, lettuce doesn't even do that. Let's not.
Just be you. Just be. What do you want?
No, because then fried chicken will make me feel sick if I keep eating it. You know.
You're overthinking this, mate. Just what do you want to eat?
Oh, this is so hard.
Is that what you want though? Caesar salad?
No. Nah. Rewind.
What is it?
Roast.
Roast? What meat?
Oh man, no, this is too hard. Maybe I should go with a vegan meal because it would be better for me. It would be better for me. I can't do it.
What vegan meal?
I don't know many vegan meals. So I don't. Yeah. No, next. I can't.
So we're gonna lock in chicken Caesar salad then.
No,
nah. Caesar salad.
Lettuce apparently.
Well, give us something then. Give us something.
Okay.
What's your favorite food? What do you like to eat?
I love everything. Oh my gosh, I love seafood as well, actually.
Okay,
but
seafood.
Then we don't want to get gout. Can you get gout? You get gout from seafood, eh?
Depends. Some people don't.
Okay. Oh, but then I can get sick of seafood. I love everything. So I'm the worst person to ask.
No, but you have to pick. Come on.
Okay, minus the health side.
Yeah, minus that. Get that out of here. Yeah.
Just can I just say seafood?
Yeah, seafood. All right, seafood. Yeah. What's your favorite seafood? Like all the seafoods are gone, you only get one.
Oh man. This is hard. Lobster.
Okay, lobster. There you go. All right, superpower. If you could choose a superpower, maybe even create one, which one would you choose and why?
I'd like to fly.
Fly. Why?
Because I feel like I could be safer flying. Like if anything was like natural disasters, like like I can be the ground.
I see.
Like I won't dodge
lightning. Lightning?
I'll be undercover.
Okay, there you go. Visualization 10 years from now. How do you hope life to be for dog mum, aka Karina Tashley, aka don't know what your other AKAs are. Let's go.
What I visualize or what I would like or both?
Just hurry up.
Okay, let's do both. So I would like to see myself in a creative position 10 years from now, in terms of like not being in a regular boring, no offense, office job, no offense, my job. I would like to be fit and healthy. And I would prefer to be married, maybe children, if it's meant to be, then that. But yeah, I would definitely like to see myself in a like good routine, eating well, fitness. possibly babies, married, and being creative.
More dogs? No.
Unfortunately, at that time, I probably won't have my babies. So it depends how I feel at the time. But talking now, I would like dogs. Yeah.
Okay. Possibly them too. You never know. Yeah. I just want to say, time's the most valuable commodity we have as human beings. The one thing we can never get back. We can always get back things. We can always get back money, but time spent is time lost. So, thank you for sharing an hour and 10 minutes of your time. Actually, it's been way fucking longer than that. That you could have shared with anybody in your family that you love, or your dogs and whoever. But I hope someone takes value from it, even if it's just a bit of a laugh, for years to come on all the platforms that this exists on. Because for me, I think I would give anything to have my grandparents, or my koro especially, voice, and to hear his thoughts, his inflictions, his journey. So that's what I do this for too, to give everybody's grandchildren, great grandchildren, an opportunity to hear them one day. So,
cool.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Big love. It's been
a
pleasure.
You're more meaningful than I am. Far out.
Thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms.
Do it.